US went to the moon back in like 60s under the Cold War with Russia. Because they are competing with Russia, now they are doing it with now they're trying to do it with which country? China. Now they're competing with China because China is doing it well, and India as well. So and they've been just going around and just to check and take some statistical data. That's pretty much it. So I don't have anything else to say. The news has been boring. Of course, we all need the oil to go down. Okay, if the oil goes down, I'm not gonna drive more or less. I'm gonna be indifferent because I'm not driving right now. But if this keeps going on for many years, it's gonna be really, really hard. It's gonna be difficult. Tyra Marjorie, the lady who was kicked out by Trump's administration in the government, she lost the election in her jurisdiction in Georgia, even though she didn't lose on behalf of a Democrat. She lost on behalf of another Republican, so it was a swipe. The lady who Pama Mondi, she was like a prosecutor in the US government. She was kicked out of the government as well. She was a big defender of Donald Trump. She was asked to resign. Just like Tyra Marjorie, she got kicked out. All this happens in a weekend when I was not in Washington DC. What else can I say on the news here? Yeah, I don't have any other. So this, okay, so a new alert: China, Russia sink UN vote on Strait of Hormuz. 10 countries vote to join the United States. So there is votes going on. I really don't know. I haven't followed up that much, but there's votes going on to open the Strait of Hormuz, and my hope is that they will open it and they will have more gas and people can go to work and don't have to pay that much gas prices. So that being said, that's what I have. I don't have much to share. Usually when it's in the morning like this, I don't have anything to share. I don't have anything to learn. But in the evening I have so much to share. But in the evening it's almost darker, and I'm gonna be going to school right now at 9 a.m. or 9:30. Go to school, do the work the whole day. Then I'm gonna come back in the evening at night. So I can't keep making videos at night. So I'm gonna be making videos during the day. Other than that, thanks for watching. There is it looks like there's dust here. You see the dust? These are pollen. This is what makes me sick a lot of the time. So I need to clean up. I need to clean up the whole room. But it looks nice outside. It's very sunny. The trees are coming up. It's greener trees. So other than that, thanks for watching. Like always, bye bye, ciao ciao, adios, and spasiba. Take care. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am here today on April the 8th, and I have allergies. I'm very sick. I'm not in the mood making videos. It's April, so I have to go through that my whole life. Every year I try to wear the mask. It's not working, so as for now I just have to deal with it. Earlier in the morning I made a video and my video became corrupted, so I could not upload it. Like I said, I'm not in the mood of making a video. I don't know anything I can say right now, so I choose pretty much not to. I was thinking about like not doing a video at all, like just forget about it. But the more I delay, the more likely I won't be able to upload for a long time, which means I'm gonna be falling behind on my schedule, which I made a commitment to do videos every single time. So let me just come on the camera and just share what's going on. Again, I'm very sick. I'm not in the mood. I had a very long trip last weekend to Midwest, so I'm very tired. That being said, I'm still recovering. I'm still need some sleep. Then combining with being sick, that's a bummer. That being said, let's jump on to today's topic. So today I working on my research paper, which I need to get it done by next week on Tuesday. So I have two of them. Two of them needs to be done by Monday. Then on that week, I'm gonna be presenting to the classroom. So I don't know how things are gonna go. The professor has a low key. It's not like super, he's not like a push guy. So he's not expecting to have like a very high research level. But I wanted to push myself where I can do high research level, like high research stuff. So because of that, I am pressured to do a lot. And now in March, I could have done so much. I could have done a lot of work and get things done on time. And unfortunately, I needed to get approved for this paper, and the approval took so long. By the time I got approved, I didn't have enough time to get everything done and start writing. So now we are in April and I can barely get things done because now I'm even sick. So it's gonna be more complicated. So what I did, I took key measures. Number one, I decided to wake up early in the morning. Actually, I was surprised. I'm waking up very early in the morning. Like today, I woke up like 8 a.m. 7:30, 8 a.m. That was very impressive. I have never been able to wake up this earlier. And also have suspended my gym because I can't go to the gym if I'm sick. And then the third, I am basically focusing only on getting the paper done and getting the things done. Then I don't have to do social media. I don't have to watch the news as much. Just focusing on getting the work done, and eventually hoping that will push me into getting things done. If I have to do this with the help of AI, of course, and searching for quotes and blah blah blah, like putting things back and forth, I can get this done like next day. Like today and yesterday, I was able to write the abstract and the introduction, and once you get that cleared out, you're good to go. Like you're good to move on. And that's the biggest challenge. And once you finish the first paper, the second paper is going to be super easy, right? Because all you have to do is replicate or some sort of like continue the momentum, the mood that you had before to get other papers done. Now I do have other assignments I need to get done. Like I do have homeworks, I do have readings. All of that takes time, all right? So it's not the same as undergrad, but if you think about it, if I have to write a paper between, I don't know, 15 to 20 pages, that's really hard. Now the easiest part is writing about the methodologies. That takes about very many pages to write. Then the findings and the conclusion of that adds up to like tons and tons of paper that needs to be written. So that being said, I don't know if I'm gonna get this done by Monday, but what I'm gonna do is basically tomorrow on Thursday, I'm going to make sure that I get it done as soon as I can. Get the international trade paper done as soon as tomorrow, get it done, kick out the methodologies and everything, conclusion, blah blah blah, done. And then I'm going to work on another paper, which is the energy economics. Economics is about Uganda, and the professor does not know much about Uganda, so there's not much, I don't have to put much more effort. I just need to explain how is Uganda doing. All of these two classes, they are basically opinionated, right? Like for instance, I'm gonna cut the camera off and I'll be right back because this camera keeps dying all the time, so I don't want to lose all the footages. All right, back again. I'm gonna record probably another 5 minutes. So what I was saying is that all these two papers, international trade and international trade and energy economics, these two papers are based on policies, and the policies can change. There's no right or wrong answer, and focusing on more on accuracy and the basic econometric statistics is not relevant here. It's not what the professor is looking for. What he's looking for is, can you give the good policies? Can you put the good evidences? Can you prove, support your opinions, whatever your claims are? Do you have any other studies in the past? What sources have you used? Did you do some actual research? That's what he's looking for. And because, like for instance, I'm writing on right now, which is about the tariffs that Donald Trump passed back in 2025, and they called these tariffs Reparations Day. Like when I was on vacation, when I was in Midwest on vacation in April, beginning of April, this is last week, Trump passed another policy that puts 100% tariffs on pharmaceutical drugs, pharmaceutical products. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to study how does his first term tariffs, his second term, first year, in his first 72 days, how much those tariffs affect the pharmaceutical products, the supply chain, but then he's rolling out other ones. So there's no right or wrong answers. It's just that you need to be able to be able to comment. The good news is, unlike undergrad papers, the graduate level paper, you can critique the president, you can actually point out, you can be more political. It's totally fine. You can't just say the president is a jackass. Like that's not a good idea. But you can somehow use academic wording, academic terminologies to point out how bad or how you disagree with the president or the administration in general. So that's what I would probably focus on, and hoping that will give me a chance to get things done by Thursday next week. Thursday. So today I woke up in the morning and had some news that Trump administration and Iran have signed a ceasefire within 12 hours. Those ceasefire deals were broken, where the Israel attacked another country in the Middle East, I think Lebanon, something like that, and then Iran immediately backed out and they broke the Strait of Hormuz, right? So Israel keeps just bombing these countries, even though Israel was agreeing with the deal to stop, to work with Iran, and then it's still hard, still complicated, still difficult. So the gas prices are going up. I'm probably not gonna drive to my friends this weekend. Just gonna stay home, and I'm doing homework, so I'm not gonna be able to do anything else. But it's crazy and how the gas prices are going up and up and up and up. Another surprising thing is that as soon as the Trump administration announced the ceasefire, the stock market went like, like so good, like it went up, things were great. And then as soon as they announced that the Israel attacked another country and the Strait of Hormuz was closed again, immediately the stock market went down. It tells you how much the influence is, and this is not because the reason why US is reacting so bad, both the market, the people, is because the war was provoking. Like, yes, it was necessary probably to kill the Iranian regime, but there was no like a reason for the US to attack Iran. Like, Iran has never attacked the United States. Now it's doing it in behalf of Israel, which I think Israel is the allies and they're protecting the allies and many other allies in the Middle East. But this was very, uncalled for. This is why US farms and people are not reacting as much. And when they see the prices going up, they just don't care. Also, another thing that what we saw was that Donald Trump, this I'm doing research on. Actually, I'm gonna be right back in a few minutes because my camera keeps dying, so I'm gonna turn the camera off. I'll be right back. So I'm back again for the third, episode. When Trump used Emergency Economic Powers Act to pass tariffs, and he got sued, and the Supreme Court found those tariffs to be illegal, and they requested Trump administration to defund that money back to the people, to the businesses. It now gave like a good roadmap. You can actually sue the US president and his administration for any damages and any losses. And as we see the gas prices going up, there is no justification of the current administration for attacking Iran. So what's going to happen is, as we pay more gas prices, people, the economists like me, are going to study the impact. I already wrote an article about this, right? So they're going to gather all the money that people paid, unnecessary money that people paid, that is not caused by any global disruption. It's only caused by the supply chain that was stopped because of the fighting in Iran. And that study is going to come out. People are going to gather all the money. They're going to demand the government to pay them back. Okay, so in the next administration that's going to take over after Donald Trump is going to have a very hard time. Many lawsuits, many problems, many struggles. So it'll be very difficult because in Norway people are paying $4 right now, unnecessary $4 on the market, and they are happy with it. They do not like that. They do not like that. Nobody likes that. So there's going to be a lot of refunds given to people, and it's going to be very challenging. It's going to be very, very, very challenging. So that being said, it's really hard to back up. They have to go all the way in, and not forget that they have to rebuild Iranian infrastructure that got destroyed by US military. All those things need to be rebuilt, because technically the Iran has not destroyed any US infrastructure. So, and Iran may not even go after Israel, they may go after the United States, file a lawsuit, and figure out, send the US to the WTO, right? Not even WTO, like ICC, right? So those things are very important to keep in mind, that at any moment it can happen. But my hope is that just let the war end and let the ships go through and pass through and take goods to the people who are struggling right now. People can barely eat, find food. There's a lot of pressure. Politicians in some countries, Philippines and China and Pakistan and Iraq, they are questioning the purpose of their politicians if they can't talk to Donald Trump and say, hey, can you just tell him to stop the war? You know. And in the US, Americans are totally fine. Like Trump was actually very smart before he did this. Like he first of all, he passed tariffs against all countries. So countries now that have been relying on the US market, they're now struggling with tariffs that hasn't been cleared yet. Even though the Supreme Court ruled, Trump still passed even more tariffs. Like the 10% tariffs is still there. So these countries are still struggling with tariffs. Some of them just came out of COVID. They have not yet recovered from COVID. And then on top of that, these countries now, Trump also went to Venezuela and kicked out the leader, installed their own regime. Now they can ship oil to the United States. We're using oil from Venezuela. So all of that is giving US a big advantage over any other country. Russia has been the only country that can supply this energy to other countries, but it's very difficult, right? From Africa to Middle East, these guys are struggling. That being said, I just want to say that if you found this video pretty helpful, please watch even more videos that are coming up. And other than that, thanks for watching. Like always, that should be 15 minutes video. Bye bye, ciao ciao, adios.